Hello, chat. Sorry we're a little behind here. You're just going to have to suffer. Going to have to suffer a little bit, but we're here. We're here, and we are getting ready to look at an old friend of ours, somebody we've known, goes way, way back. And you may have heard of him before. Chille Decastro. And this is interesting. It's interesting to say the least, chat. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, if you don't know, Chille Decastro is an auditor. He calls himself like a First Amendment scholar. I think I'm not sure what else he'd like to think he likes to think he is, but he's basically an unhinged, like he's an unhinged man. He's an unhinged man. He thinks that, he's like a free speech libertarian, but Chille's got a lot of issues. Chille's got a lot of issues. And if you guys have never seen him before, we're gonna go back in time a little bit here, and this is back to 2022 actually. And there's I did a video on him, and we're just gonna go through a little bit of it here. And yes, he called himself a constitutional law scholar. But here is Chille. Here is Chille. This is, and look at in chat, you can look and you're like, holy cow, that's a very young and slightly thinner Sean. I don't know if really thin or not, but yeah, Sean got a different hairstyle a little bit. Anyways, here we go. This is a Chille Von Dildo. If you guys have never seen him before. And here's Chille. Here's Chille's story. Abide by, which is nonsense. What he can run rings around the legal system and usher in his own version of what he views society should abide by, which is nonsense.
I don't have any more education than anybody here. I have a education from Google and YouTube. I don't know anything more than anybody else. I just know what I learned online, and then I connected the dots of all those different things. And that's
Chille in a nutshell here. This is also Chille dealing with the police here. Here you go. To showcase how smart he is.
I have on the back of my shirt, you can't see it, but I'm a
also Chad, this is in Toledo, Ohio. I recognize the police station. So here we go. How smart he is.
I have on the back of my shirt, you can't see it, but I'm a constitutional law scholar, case law scholar.
I've been doing this for 20 years. Now you just meet me because I'm a constitutional law scholar and I understand the basis, the fundamental of law.
He says I can call him good citizen.
Or you can call me constitutional scholar, or you can call me guy who files lawsuits.
He did that. I'm not just a YouTuber. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I understand the Constitution, the Bill of Rights very well.
He also showed. So yeah, that's Chille. There's some more. There's some more here. There's some more with Chille. He's just homoeroticism.
I don't want him to have to show his butthole to a stranger.
So maybe looking up people's butts not working. Maybe looking up people's butts isn't improving in life for anybody, because I'm not going to let anybody look up my ass. It's not going to happen.
Also, you notice that's a big cold sore right there. Is that a herpes sore? Chille, buddy, what you doing?
It won't happen. Listen, hey, just so you know, I would be on top.
You would be on top?
Yeah, you want to call me sweetie?
Yeah, sweetie.
I would hold you down and fuck you right in the ass.
He wants to fuck me in the ass.
I'm not bending over and showing some strange man my butthole. That's not going to happen. I'll never do it.
And his dislike for and he'll never do it. He'll never do it. The police.
I mean, oh, you the one that calls me, tell me some cops are good? Is that you? No, they're not. They signed up to be Nazis, dude. Is that why we got the notification today that they were going to try to set me up? Only problem is, you dirty pigs, I don't break the law. I'm for the law. Go fuck yourself. I can say anything I want.
I'm just asking you.
Go fuck yourself and go fuck yourself and fuck you and fuck you and fuck you.
You could say he has a spectrum of issues. Yes, a spectrum. I would love to be able to. Now the jump cuts are cringe. I'm sorry, chat. But Chille's just he's just awful. And I'm trying to see if I can find the other things Chille. Yeah. So here's the other thing Chille wants to do. Chille seems to think you can make like Chille had this idea for a long time, and I'll let him share it with you. Here you go. Officers who wear cameras on their head. There you go. It's no more police. Instead, he wants transparency. And transparency, you end up with officers who wear cameras on their heads.
Imagine a world that the way you identified what authority was by what they were wearing on their head. And just imagine for just a moment, if you could just imagine that behind these lenses, there was cameras that went out in 6 different directions.
And what do? They record everything all the time. And they're on every corner to respond to any incidents of crime. Yes, a man who claims to be a civil libertarian wants police on every corner recording all the time. Not sure how surveillance state becomes libertarian, but once again, we're dealing with a moron. So what happens after you commit a crime or you're accused of committing a crime in Chille's hellscape? Well, you get put on a double-decker bus. I'm sure that's going to go well with all the 11-foot-8 bridges out there in America. If you guys, okay, sorry. Leaving stuff in there, but yes, the 11-foot-8 bridge, one of my guilty pleasures. I love this channel. This is an actual bridge in North Carolina where everybody hits it. It's on this bus that you'll meet a judge, and then you'll be sent upstairs for re-education. Yes, once again, the civil libertarian. You're going to face a drumhead court-martial. And then you're going to be re-educated.
And then you got classes going on up here for these guys who beat their wives. And then you got classes over here for people who did burglary. And you have classes, and then you got the punch room down here.
I guess I really want to ask Chille, that Fourth Amendment thing you were talking about on your big spaz map. Well, this was his other thing, too. The history of the United States. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's a real thing he did. He sells this. And then the Fifth Amendment. And then, the Sixth Amendment. Where did they all go? So at the end of the... So there you go. That's Chille. That's Chille in a nutshell. I don't think there's any more there for us to watch. Well, anyways, that is just... Look how old the studio is, chat. It's a proto studio. Takes you back. Yes, the mobile rape centers. Yes. Buy a Sean for your Sean. I mean, it's just so you guys understand what Chille is all about if you don't know. If you don't know. And that's Chille. That's Chille in a nutshell. Just causing fucking problems. And unlike him, there are First Amendment auditors. Like Lackluster. Like Long Island Audit. Like Accountability for All. That are actually out there doing First Amendment work. Chille's not one of these people. He is not one of these people. And yes, I had a very minimalist backdrop back then. I know. It was an old time. It was time. Different time, a different place. So Chille, yes, Chille. Not much more to say about him in that regard, guys. Just a complete turd. Since then, he has gotten warrants in multiple states. He has pending warrants in the state of Ohio. He tried to, he was going to run for the governor of Ohio, but now he has warrants out of multiple jurisdictions in Ohio. So he's on the run from Ohio. He's tried to file multiple civil rights lawsuits for people that utterly, completely fucking failed. And yes, we covered it a while back, his case out of Nevada, which he did win on appeal. And like I said, he was wrongfully arrested and wrongfully convicted. But the rest of things for Chille is he's a fucking scam artist. He's always been. Yes, Long Island Audit is a great stream. We're going to watch that. Chille versus Vivek. God, I still would rather have Vivek. Yes, then one day 2.0 said, I really don't like the safe in the living room. How about we move it to your office? Well, it wasn't really in the living room. It was kind of out of the way. You wouldn't have seen it if you walked in. It was around a corner. So yes, 2.0 asked me to move it, so we moved it. And it's nice because it's on those big felt pads, so it slid around very easy. So the Long Island audit. Yeah. Hey, he got fucked over. You know, it's not the first time he's been fucked over. So anyway, now you can have your domestic off camera. Yes. But Chet, as things happen, Chille has now launched a lawsuit, and there's some parties we need to learn about that'll help you guys understand some basic things here. So who are the parties here as far as it's concerned? Let's see here. All right. So we're going to start with a couple of these people, just so you understand who we're dealing with, and just kind of get a feel for these guys. I know a lot of you know who Lackluster is, but you might not know the rest of the team that's involved in this saga. So the first one is Lackluster. Lackluster does a lot of First Amendment auditing stuff. He puts a lot of videos out of the cops doing really nasty shit to people. 1.43 million subs. Lackluster is huge, and he's got all kinds of stuff. You know, he's got a lot of great videos to watch if you haven't seen them before. Okay, so just keep your eyes peeled if you haven't had a chance to see him. He's got a great channel. The next guy, hold on, where is? Yeah, right here. The next guy is. Wait, where did he go? Hold on, chat. Where did he go? I just lost it. The next guy is Accountability for All. And he is a First Amendment auditor. His name is Josh Abrams. He is an auditor. He is from the Boston area. And it's actually interesting right now because if you look at his two most recent videos, I don't know what he's doing here in Ohio, but he's in Lorain County, Ohio. He's on the other side of Cleveland. And I can tell because I recognize the sheriff's office sign right there. And I recognize the inside of the building. So he's out in my neck of the woods right now. I don't know what he's doing, but it's interesting. But anyways, he is out there doing stuff. He is out there taking advantage, taking the fight to these shitty cops, doing a lot of stuff, doing God's work. He's doing good things. And I know a lot of people don't like the auditors when they get all aggressive and fuck with the cops. Like, I don't fucking care. As long as they're not breaking the law, I don't care what they're doing. But this is Accountability for All. This is Josh. He is a party to this. And then finally, we have Masshole Mafia. And if you guys don't know who Masshole Mafia is, this is Kate Peter. This is obviously the same one from the Kieran Reed stuff. And this is the same one. The anti-Turtle Boy, anti-Kieran Reed thing ran by Kate Peter. She doesn't show up in her videos, but if you want to watch the videos, they're here. She voices through them. Well, actually, here, this is her. She's also famous for going after Cyrax and getting to send her penis, thinking he was Kate was a teenage girl. But this is Kate.
This is a message for Cyrax. Hi, Cyrax. I'm not coming to you today as the artist Masshole Mafia. I'm coming to you as the human being, the person, Kate Peter. And I'm coming to you to tell you, Cyrax, that Music Biz Marty is, in fact, dead. It's real.
So she looks a lot nicer than she does when she's out and about. But yes, that's Krusty Panties. It's Kate Peter, Krusty Panties. The woman who went after Turtle Boy and has been sucking the government's dick in an attempt to get Turtle Boy put into prison. Yes, the one who is a former drug addict who's lost her kids, and when she's out in public, kind of doesn't look this good. Yeah, that's Kate Peter. That's Kate Peter. Cyrax is an internet bedbug. I know, he lives about an hour away from me. Trust me. So Kate is a shitty human being. Now, guys, if you remember at the time, we learned about Chille. We learned about Kate, and Kate was trolling Chille, and Chille went to confront Kate in the Boston area. And this is the summer of 2022, around that time frame. He confronted Kate, and some shit went down, and Chille teamed up with a guy known as Turtle Boy, and that's how I learned about Turtle Boy. And I was like, well, fuck this guy if he's playing with Chille. And they tried to get a protection order against Kate. It failed. But that was kind of soured me on Turtle Boy for a long time. Till I realized, I guess, probably Turtle Boy, was picking his battle for different reasons. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. So that is how we kind of know the people. Those are the parties involved here. And if we could show you guys Chille's legal filings, they are a fucking joke and a half. You should go First Amendment audit Cyrax. Well, Cyrax lives in the fucking hood, dude. I am not going into that neighborhood and getting shot. But yes, Chille is a psychopath. So what happened here? Well, this is a hilarious lawsuit that Chille is filing right now. So what do we have? And this is just straight hot garbage from Chille. And you might wonder, no, all of his lawsuits are like this. He's filed a million different lawsuits. He's filed lawsuits on behalf of people, and they all suck this bad. They all suck this bad. Yes. Kate Peter worked for Turtle Boy back in the day. Yes. I should interview Cyrax in person. God, dude, I would have to wear a fucking Tyvek suit and then burn it. So this is Jose Maria Decastro, and from Santa Monica, California, suing Dale Hiller, also known as Lackluster, Joshua Abrams, Accountability for All, and Kate Peter, the Masshole Mafia. Then John Doe's 1 through 5. And it's a complaint for defamation and false light. Now, real quick, chat, if any of you are noticing, page 1 of 7, you're like, and we'll get to why this is really short. So Jose Castro, pro se, brings his complaint against Josh Abrams, Lackluster, and Kate Peter, and John Doe's 1 through 5. Notice this is so much different than a professionally done document. Even though Chille claims he's had all kinds of training and understands the law inside and out. So Chille is a resident of California and a public constitutional rights advocate known as Delete Laws, and that is his channel, Delete Laws, or Chille. Defendant Joshua Abrams, known as Accountability for All. He is a Massachusetts resident, and he is. And he hosts and publishes content through their YouTube channel with 238,000 subs, which, Chille had to buy his subs. Defendant Dale Hiller, known as Lackluster, is an online resident, or is an online producer with over 1 million subs. He resides outside of Massachusetts, but listen to him. He regularly broadcasts content to a nationwide audience, including into the Commonwealth. That's not how this works. You cannot establish jurisdiction that way. Then there's Kate Peter, known as the Masshole Mafia. She is a Massachusetts resident, hosts a YouTube channel with 38,000 subs. John Doe's 1 through 5 are individuals whose identities are presently unknown, but they participated and contributed and promoted the dissemination of defamatory statements. Okay. And that's fair. You can establish it. Now, it's funny because we are here in Massachusetts, right? And you might be like, wait, isn't this a federal thing here? Jurisdiction and venue are proper in this court pursuant to Massachusetts general laws. But this is a federal complaint. This is a federal complaint. But Massachusetts general law doesn't apply. So we already got a big check again. We got a big X against you, Chille. They say the defendants intentionally directed their defamatory conduct into Massachusetts and caused the harm. Abrams and Peter are residents. They hosted the defamatory live stream from Boston when Chille was in Boston with Abrams just days before the broadcast, and it targeted Massachusetts audiences and involved Massachusetts-based conduct and individuals. And then on or about June 1st, and this is the thing, it was like at the Memorial Day parade in one of these suburbs, Chille and Kate appeared in a live stream in which they made numerous false statements about Chille because they ran into him, and basically they challenged Chille, and Chille ran over to the cops and begged for help, which was fucking hilarious. At the end of the day. Jefferson Post says, this the enemy is still a tard? Yes. Although Lackluster and Josh Abrams aren't bad people. They're doing God's work. Kate's a fucking scumbag, though. So kind of, but not all the way. Do you even have to answer if he fucks up this bad? Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to how fucking retarded Chille is. We're gonna get to how retarded Chille is here. So during this live stream, Abrams made several specific and maliciously false claims. He falsely alleged Chille had strangled someone. No, but Chille had basically stalked an ex-girlfriend. Like, Chille's got a lot of fucking issues. He sued Blue Bacon as was a kind of like a he was a guy who was a military policeman, and he liked to look at auditor stuff. And Chille has sued him a couple. I think his lawsuit's still going technically, the lawsuit against Blue Bacon. But that's another callback, chat. If you guys remember back in the day, Blue Bacon was big following Jeremy DeWitt. Abrams then stated that he went to Chille went to a friend's house in New Hampshire, kicked his friend out, told him to go stay in a hotel, and use the home to do drugs. Wouldn't surprise me that happened. Josh Abrams claimed the friend returned at 6 a.m., found paraphernalia scattered throughout the house, and kicked Chille out. Accused Chille of creating fake app screen designs referred to as pillow poppers. In collaboration with his cousin, in order to fraudulently obtain a large investment from an investor. Yes, Chille was trying to work on all these different like legal help and all these like law-based apps, and it all sounded like a fucking scam. Abrams additionally accused Chille of blackmailing people. Each of these allegations is completely false and defamatory per se. I've heard them before too. But Chille had talked about trying to start these bullshit apps, and it's like he was going to do a board game called like Constitutional Law Scholar. Like Chille's, it's all about fucking scams with Chille. Raising money for people who got hurt by the police. I mean, Chille has a fucking shitty history, and the people of Ironton, Ohio experienced it firsthand. He was really big, and he soured most of the town because they're like, he's a shitbag. Then there was some kid who got shot by the DEA or something, I think in Missouri. Forget what the kid's name was. And Chille was like, I'm coming to help you. And basically he mooched off them and took all their food and like did a bunch of fucked up shit and stole all the money that was raised. So Chille's a big piece of shit, guys. He's a big piece of shit. You're feeling disinterested in this. Well, we're going to finish this because it's funny. It's funny. He said these statements are categorically false. Well, that's a conclusion of law, Chille. And he says, Declarant A, a military veteran hedge fund manager who resides in New Hampshire and hosted Chille at the time, has submitted a sworn statement refuting the entire story is fabricated. Declarant B is a technologist, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, and a military veteran residing in Phoenix, Arizona, and Chille's cousin. That's good. I never would want to admit that. They've submitted a declaration saying that no app fraud occurred. How would they know? They weren't there. How does this person know they weren't there? Were they? The names and identifying information have been redacted. You didn't file a motion to seal, Chille, so you don't have the right to do that. And it says full unredacted versions are available for in-camera review by the court upon request. That's not how that works. That's not how it should work. Hopefully these guys get a lawyer who fucks Chille over. Abrams also accused Chille of using his credit card without permission to pay for a hotel room. This is false. As evidenced by his bank records on Exhibit D, Chille paid for the hotel stay with his own funds. Both at the Knights Inn in Danvers, Massachusetts. Additionally, Chille sent Abrams $205 with the note for thanks, man, showing that Chille had already reimbursed Josh prior to the incident. So this shows that Josh made an only false statement, blah, 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 crying. They also claim that they edited footage of Chille's interaction with Kate Peter in a misleading way. No, it was pretty pathetic. I remember watching it because it was like live when it happened. That, Kate stepped on the back of Chille's shoes, which caused Chille to lean back defensively. They presented a slowed-down version of the reaction, making it appear aggressive. Yeah, no, Chille, you just ran away. He says, all I'm guilty of is pausing the video. And he says that this is a misleading presentation. And then Lackluster said there are victims. There's proof of it. That's all I can say for now. Hopefully more will be revealed. And he's saying this is vague and an ominous assertion. Notice the big thing is, chat, we don't know when any of these things happen. What date did all this shit happen? You don't know what day these things happen here. They're saying on June 1st, but is it June 1st for all of them? All three defendants? Like, it's not clear. Is it still all that same day? And they say, well, Hillary did not specify the nature of these victims in the context They invite the viewer to draw the false and damaging conclusion Chille engaged in violent criminal conduct. No, actually, it's more embarrassing. You ran over the cops and cried for help. That's the sad part. That's the sad part, Chille. I wish I had the video. I wish there was a link to the video. If any of you guys know where that video is, let me know and send me a link on Twitter or Discord. I want to see it. I couldn't find it earlier when I was looking. It says, given that Kate was the primary target of Chille's interactions and Lackluster appeared in her defense, his statement suggests to the audience that plaintiff has a pattern of aggression toward women. You kind of do, Chille. Although the statement was broadcast on Accountability for All's channel, Lackluster made the statement publicly with full knowledge that we disseminated to a wide audience. And they're arguing that he has harmed unnamed victims constitutes defamation. Well, I mean, like I said, he was in like college time. He had an issue following a girl around. He's fucking creepy. It made with reckless disregard for the truth and with the intent to clearly damage Chille's reputation. He doesn't have a reputation. They at some point they say Chille contacted Lackluster on 3 occasions to request a retraction. Lackluster refused. Good for Lackluster. Kate stated he also employs blackmail, extortion, and threats a lot. He does. He tried to take down my videos where I talked about him back in the day. And YouTube laughed at him and said there's no copy strike here. They allege that Chille operates a Ponzi scheme. Well, the way he steals money, it kind of seems like it. It kind of seems like it, chat, just a little bit. Kind of seems like it. They say he solicits funds from new investors to pay out previous investors, which it does. It kind of seems like how you go. Kate made these allegations without evidence or due diligence. No, I mean, a lot of people have said you stolen from them. A lot of people have said that, Chille. These statements were designed to... I remember the guy's name was Slay. Oh, Josh just played it the other day? Okay, cool. Tina Slay and Caleb Slay. That's who it was. The kid where the kid got shot by the police and he basically mooched off the family. That it took me a second, Chad. It took me a second. So that's what I'm thinking. Tony says, who gives this dude money? He's a hustler. He hustles people and says, I'm fighting the law and I'm fighting for freedom and justice. So that's why. Now he keeps on going and says that Kate continued speculating about Chille's criminal history, despite admitting she had not verified the claims. Well, Chille claims nothing ever happened to him, and it turns out he does have a history. So Chille's even lied about his history. And he says these were made on our YouTube channel, The Troll Mafia Official. Yeah, and formerly it was called, now it's the Masshole Mafia. They also claim that Kate also claimed that Chille has multiple liens filed against him. This statement was made without any documentation and was intended to portray Chille as financially irresponsible. Well, he is, and legally compromised. I mean, he is. In truth, Chille has no liens. Well, okay, but you're still irresponsible and compromised. And they say that previously Lackluster has been sued before in a case Gertz v. Hiller, filed in a district court in Northern Illinois in 2024. In that case, a police sergeant alleged that Lackluster falsely identified him on social media as the officer who made an obscene gesture during the protest. And they say the lawsuit alleged defamation-related claims. The case concluded with a settlement in which Hiller agreed to a financial resolution and the court retained jurisdiction to enforce the terms. This demonstrates that Hiller is aware of legal boundaries regarding false and defamatory speech. Notice Chille doesn't tell you what the case citation is, so you can look for it. They say each defendant acted with actual malice, at minimum, reckless disregard for the truth. And they seek to destroy Chille's professional and public standing as a First Amendment activist. Yeah, okay. Well, they're defamation per se under Massachusetts law because they're accusing him of crimes. And he says the transcript herein was produced from the original live stream, was preserved by Chille with complete metadata and timestamp integrity. The reputational harm has inflicted untapped earnings loss. So it's all speculative. Many viewers influenced by these statements will never again engage with Chille's work. Well, no, nobody likes you, Chille. So he said the damage is ongoing. I don't know about that, Chille. So the claims for relief, defamation. It's also accusing false light. So they're casting Chille then with a false light, even though the facts are true. They've been distorted. So what is he seeking? A compensatory damages of $1 million, divided as $400,000 for reputational harm, $300,000 for emotional distress, and $300,000 for general damages, laying to public stigma. They won't award punitive damages. They want to award cost and pro se legal fees of $400 an hour. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. And they say D, grant any legal relief to court deems just and proper. Dated May 27th. Okay, it's dated May 27th. Now, Chille brings up this. This is how he redacts. This is how he redacted this fucking statement. Declaration of redacted for witness protection. How do you even know it's true now? How do you know it's even true? Anyways, I am, this is the worst fucking statement ever. It's not that, I'm 18 years of age. I'm an adult of competent, I'm competent and I have firsthand knowledge of the facts. It says, I'm a U.S. veteran and currently employed as a hedge fund manager based in New Hampshire. I make this declaration based on personal knowledge, and I'm willing to testify. On Memorial Day 2022, my friend and associate, Jose Chille Decastro, came to visit me in my home. This was his first time visiting me there, and I was glad to host him. And we've learned that Chille's got some creepy interactions with people for financial arrangements. Upon his arrival, I greeted and welcomed him in my home. I introduced him to my adult son and daughter before we settled in. I'm sure you introduced them. And then you introduced, and you guys might think, is Chille gay? Probably. Later that evening, Chille and I went to a local establishment for dinner and a drink. Chille really drinks alcohol, so I considered it a gesture of friendship that he had a drink with me. We each had 2 drinks, and afterwards we walked back to my home together. I set up a spare room for Chille, but he said he was scared. The lightning scared him, and he could cuddle with me. The next morning, we woke up around 8:30 a.m. My daughter had made breakfast, and the 4 of us, myself, son, daughter, and Chille, shared a meal. Notice all this bullshit in here. This is all, this is how you know it's all bullshit. Why are we including worthwhile facts? Worthless facts here. Chille informed me he had other business to attend to while in New Hampshire. I walked him to the door, shook his hand, and gave him a double tap hug. Notice, this is how you know it's bullshit. Such garbage in there. I invited him to stay another night, which he politely declined. He then departed. I gave him a kiss on the cheek. That is the full extent of what occurred during the 18 hours Chille was with me in New Hampshire. He said, I was made aware of a video online which misrepresents these events. I was shocked by the content and immediately told Chille I would provide this written declaration, testify the truth. So this is, when you think about it, this is 3 years old. Isn't this what this is? Because when did this happen? When was it signed? This is to be crystal clear. Chille never asked or demanded that I leave my home, nor did I stay in a hotel. I never returned home to find drugs. None of these allegations are true, not whole or in part. Both my children are young adults and were present to the visit. If requested by the court, I will ask them to provide written statements confirming these facts. Is that how that works? If you ask me, I'll talk to them about it. Anyways, executed on redacted date, redacted city, redacted signature. This is such bullshit. Why is the date redacted, Childo? Why Chille? And then we have a similar thing here. This is another exhibit. Once again, this is all fucking redacted, which is horse shit. And this part here. I take my oath to the Constitution and swearing under the penalty of perjury, as serious as a heart attack. I have been in wars and seen men die. In situations like those, all you have is your word. I will not break mine for my cousin or anyone else. Yeah, this is how you know it's bullshit. On Memorial Day, I had a 30-minute conversation with my cousin regarding an app we'd been collaborating on for a year. What's the app about? I was aware during the call that Josh Abrams was listening, and so I took the opportunity to educate them both on the complexities of the app Chille was seeking to build. He said, I entered the call feeling confident I had explained the expensive and technical complex nature of software development. At no time did I design any application or screens for Chille. I'm pressing X to doubt. I bet this actually did happen. Why is it bouncing around like that? To the best of my knowledge, Chille never received a large investment sum for the app development app I was working on. What I can state definitively is that had he received funding, we would have formalized the agreement through contract and I would have commenced the work. How do you know that? How do you know that? I am a full-time stack developer. Okay. Fully capable of handling both front end and back end. I'm sure with Chille, he uses both of those. Application development. I'm a website expert. I can build systems of virtually any programming language. The allegation what I created were pillow popper screens is not only false, it's an insult to any competent technologist. I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. And I'm willing to be deposed and testify under oath. Once again, redacted, redacted, redacted. Such bullshit. Such bullshit, chat. Such bullshit. Yes, what Chille is very upset about is that Lackluster has made the app. Lackluster went ahead and made an app, chat, if you don't know that. The app that Lackluster got involved with is AttorneyShield.com. And about us, what is it? What's Attorney Shield? So you interact with a lot of police, and the idea is you can have an attorney on hand that you can call up and use the app, and you pay for it, and they will make themselves available for you. So Lackluster works with them about doing this. So that's why Chille's mad. And how much does it cost you a month to have an attorney on hand? $14 a month. No time limits or call limits. It automatically, if you turn on the app, it'll record for you. They do geolocation. You can upload important documents like your insurance, things like that. You could have it ready to go. And you have to use a special PIN to end the calls. So the police can't just cancel it and start deleting shit on your phone. So, like, that's what they're that's what Lackluster's things are here. So this is what it is. It's AttorneyShield.com. And it allows you to video connect real attorneys 24/7. So like when you're on the side of the road, it works. You know, you have your attorney, you choose the right title and the category, and you click confirm to get an attorney right away. And I've looked into these. There's other ones out there. One's called Turn Signal. There's other stuff. And yeah, you're on call. And that's how they work. So it is a real thing. And there are attorneys in your state. So they always try to set that up. So at the very least, you have an attorney in your state helping you, like if you're getting pulled over by the cops or you get into a car accident. And you're like, what do? I just got into a car accident. So it's a real thing. And Chille is very upset. Chille is very, very, very upset about this. Chille's upset about a lot of things. Am I on this app? No. CCW holders need stuff like that. Yeah. It's not a bad idea at times. It cuts into Chille's laminated card business. Yeah. Yes. So that is it where you use Sean as a human shield? Yeah. Chille's now in AZ. No, he's in California. So Chille is in California. Yeah, does this guy wear programmer socks? That's how you know he's really. That's how you know he's really smart. He's really down with it. He's a true G. Is Senator Harpoolian on the app? That would be hilarious. I need Dick Poon immediately. Get the old Pooner there to help you. Chille should have called Jim Adler. All right, so that happened. So that got filed, chat, and then a week later, Chille comes in and goes, "Wait, no, I was all wrong. I'm the constitutional law scholar." Shows up and files, "Wait, District Court in Massachusetts, I need to redo this. Give me a redo over." Now, Chille's cope all the time is, I'm not good at the document stuff. I'm good at arguing. I just suck when it comes to doing the real lawyer stuff. So now notice, you're like, wow, that seemed like we were in federal court, but he labeled it state court. Yes, because Chille's a retard. And you know why Chille's a retard? He tried to sue these guys years ago and the lawsuit fell apart. He copied and pasted some of that shit. which leads us to the issue of race judicata, which I think Chille's going to suffer from. But anyways, June 10th, district court, federal court. So what do we have now? The same people, and it's emergency motion to amend the complaint and correct all critical legal deficiencies. He needs to correct the critical deficiencies that, if uncorrected, could impair his ability to proceed on the merits and could subject this case to dismissal on technical grounds. The motion presents time-sensitive legal issues that could unjustly impair Chille's rights under the statute of limitations and federal jurisdiction. So they address a critical date error, jurisdictional pleading deficiencies, and 3 specific improvements. Because what do we go to, guys? Remember, if this is your complaint you filed, what have they not established? They haven't established where Lackluster lives, that there's no diversity jurisdiction, it's not an amount in controversy. You know, there's a lot of problems here with this thing Chille cobbled together. It's just dog shit. So what do we have him in here? He's freaking the fuck out. And he talks about the legal standard. You can amend when justice so requires. And you allow corrections when the errors are obvious and correctable. Evidence supports the corrections. No party is prejudiced. And the amendment strengthens rather than fundamentally alters the claims. Now, here's the issue. Chille also has the right to amend before, when the parties are getting served. And nobody's been served yet within 7 days. So, as of the filing of this. So he can amend it then. And he says critical date errors. And he says a typographical error with statute of limitation impact. And he says that I state on or about June 1st, 2022. The correct date is June 10th, 2022. The Massachusetts defamation statute of limitations is 3 years. So he points out that if he did it the way he did initially, he's late. And if he does it this way, he's good. And he says multiple evidence sources support June 10th. The metadata clearly shows June 10th. The defendant's own statements were reportedly 10 days after Memorial Day. And May 30th. Okay, well, 10 days later equals June 9th or 10th. Well, now that's a Chille. Well, what does that mean? Is it 9th or 10th? Because there's 31 days in May. And all contemporaneously are consistent with the June 10th timing. And then he says complaint only cites Massachusetts general laws for jurisdiction. Well, that's a big problem. Fails to cite the proper federal diversity jurisdiction basis. Because you have to case the motion dismissed for a lack of subject matter jurisdiction. Yeah. Property jurisdiction exists. Plaintiff is from California. The defendants are Massachusetts and other states. Which state? Which state, Chille? The amount in controversy exceeds $75,000 and meets the requirements of 28 USC 1332 A1. Okay. What else does he want to remove? The vague language about on or about. Okay, Chille. Current pleading is imprecise on or about. Federal courts prefer specific dates when known. Well, yeah, but on or about's still fine. That's not your biggest problem for the statute of limitations. The fact you fucked up already. The enhanced factual allegations, adding more specific quotes, including additional timeline evidence, and strengthening factual foundations. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? The time-sensitive relief, the statute of limitations. The error could be fatal. Yes, it could be if you fuck that up. Yes, there's a 3-year limitation period, requires precision. Any delay risks the defendant's arguing the case is time barred. Yeah, Chille. He says pre-service timing. Nobody's been served. No pleadings have been filed. It's the ideal time for amendments. It is. It allows the judge to avoid piecemealing motions later. It addresses all technical deficiencies. It allows the case to proceed on the merits. I mean, maybe you still lose at summary judgment. I mean, it sounds like very likely that's what's going to happen. He says the same core facts and theories. It's not the same, it's identical. All amendments involve the same time, June 12th or June 10th. Same defendant, same statements, no surprise or unfair advantage. Yep. At pre-service, they haven't been served, discovery hasn't been conducted, and nobody's responded yet. When I talk about strengthening the case, it strengthens the deficiencies in the case, does not add new claims, and makes the case stronger on existing foundations. I mean, it sounds like you're making it stronger because how Yeah, you're not making it stronger, Chille. So what are his proposed amendments? He wants to show these things here. He wants to get rid of on or about. He just wants to make it on. He talks about the jurisdictional enhancements. Oh, yeah, so he's going to include the proper statutes now. Good job, Chille. And notice all this stuff he wants to put in here. All this stuff he wants to put in here. All this crap. And it's just like, yes, you finally figured it out. And this is his thing here. And it says submitted Jose Maria Decastro. Good old Jose. Good old Childo. Good old Chillido. And oh my gosh, this is guys, this is the best part about Chille. This is the best part about Chille. Stop yawning. You are putting chat to sleep. I'll yawn all night long if I want to. Thank you, Whiskey. And Whiskey 77 for 10 subs. Chat. You know what that 10 subs gets you guys? Gets you Robo Clyde. Just crushing these grays. Chat, that is the good stuff. Even get you. Yes, chat. Yes. Yes. Chat. That's what we get. And hello, Hella. Is Chille pro se? Yes, he's always pro se. Chille never likes lawyers. Chille never likes lawyers. Ag, you're saying Maria is a girl's name. Yes, but that is a traditional Spanish and Hispanic naming convention that's normal for that because that's his mother's name. It's a matriarchal name. So that's not uncommon. So that's not really, can't make fun of him for that. That's a name. That's how his mama and his people named him. So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. The mutual hate, yes. They misspelled Mario. You guys are funny. The yawn is Sean's body inviting sandwiches in. Yes, it's like a Venus flytrap. It just lures them in. Oh. Yes, the Spanish turned yes, they changed Christopher into Cristobal. They're silly people. They are very silly. But hey, you know what? They're the only people who have like purged the Muslims from their land, so they're based in a way. And J-Rock with 10 more subs, chat. We are not freebirding yet, but we're almost there. We're almost to freebird, chat. We're almost to freebird. But we are going to the moon, chat. We are going all the way. And Clyde's going to meet you there and give you all Clyde coins. That's what he's going to do. That's what Clyde's going to do because he's such a good boy. Oh, we do have it. Oh, we do have the Chille and Kate thing here, guys. We do need to show this. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you for sending whoever sent this to me. I couldn't tell real quick, but this is the Chille and Kate thing here, guys. This is just, oh my God, this is amazing. So this is from about 3 years ago now. This is so good.
Kate, I just told you to leave me alone, Kate.
I'm with him. He's my brother.
Kate, I've just said to you to leave me alone.
We're hanging out.
I've just said don't follow me around. I'm not hanging out with you.
Right now. Yeah. I'm with him. He's my brother. We're really close. You're stealing the car. That's the professional dude. Sunburn. I'm with him.
Kate,
I'm with him.
Kate, stay away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Don't bump into me again. Stay away from me. She's running into me. Stay away from me.
I'm with him.
Kate,
I'm with him.
Kate, stay away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Don't bump into me again. Stay away from me. She's running into me. Stay away from me. Hey, listen, let me tell you how stupid this person is. She doesn't know how the law works. She just admitted that she stalked me after I sent her a letter that said, don't come near me. And now, you guys don't understand. You'll watch what happens. Watch the legal process.
I don't know about you, but I think I just
There you go, chat. That's Chille. That's Chille right there in a nutshell. So that's how Chille operates. And this is what it all stems from. This stuff. This is what it all stems from. Chille is a fucking lunatic. And he's a big bitch. Oh, chat. Graham. Good to see you, Graham. 35 months, chat. 35 months. Oh, Graham's good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Will Chille's trifold help him with this one? No, because his trifold doesn't cover the 7th Amendment. Does not cover civil trials. The judge was injured by near fatal eye rolling. Chille tried to get a restraining order against Kate for all this. And this is where Turtle Boy helped Chille. So this is the thing. Oh, yeah. Screwtube sucks. Chille, how are you doing, brother? It's good to see you again. It's been a while. Johan gifting 10. J-Rock gifting 10. Chat, it is time. It's time, chat. We got to do some Freebird, I guess. We'll do it because you know what? The casino, PPP is too sad when Phil beats his ass in Mario Party. So we'll do it here, chat. We'll do it here. We'll do it here, chat. Buckablood with 10 more subs. W Raptor with 10 more subs, chat. Amateur Iconoclast with 10 more. Just making it rain bodies out here, chat. The Grays don't stand a chance. Let's go. Yeah. It was years ago, like when LawTube got big. Exactly. It is absolved of all her misdeeds. No, she's still a scumbag. Kate Peter from the Karen Reed trial was on with Mike from Law Talk to talk about it. Yeah, she was retarded, though. She's also admitted to fabricating shit against Turtle Boy. When the girl bumps into you, she wants you. Well, Chille's gay, so it doesn't help. DW with one more sub. Jefferson Post with a sub. Let's do this, chat. Potato, my mic is... Oh. The mic is bad? I don't know what to do about it, guys. Sorry. Johan Naxus with 5 more subs. Bushmaster with a sub. Most legal cows seem to be gay. Chille Nick, DSP. Jaworski shows up, I'll slap you. Let's go, chat. Big fucking support. You guys get your free bird tonight. And once again, I'll take care of that because they couldn't handle PPP beating their ass at Mario Kart. That's right. USA. At 6 times the tax of a kick sub. Well, hey, we tried using kick and nobody ever wanted to use it. So. Maybe a new. I've got a good microphone. I have a Shure. I have a Joe Rogan microphone. This is good stuff. You do now too. Thank you. I guess the illegal mindset from DSP. Yeah. Guys, there's nothing wrong with the audio. It's just how StreamYard works. This is a phenomenal microphone. I don't need a new one. So, anyways, we're going to finish up, though. Oh, there we go, chat. There we go, chat. There we go. Freebear's your least favorite Skinner song, but I like the remix. I know, it's very good. This is a lot of talk, Mike, when K. Peter joined. Oh, yeah. Legal mindset, legal dick suckers, more like it. No, but I am probably gonna comment on that because I know Mindset talked and Phil talked, and I'll be like, well, it's my turn to wade into this here. So. Oh, boomer tunes. Yeah, they're good though. Oh. It's a terrible version of Freebird, and you should feel bad for playing it. I don't think it's a bad version. I think it's good. I like the beat. I like the bass in it. Oh, well, make it stop. Well, there you go. Thank you guys so much. Chris said, "Are you okay?" I'm always fine. I'm great. The T for Texas version is the best Skinner. I'll have to look for that one. I'll try it. So it's better than the original. Yeah, I mean, you guys are all rough tonight. Jeez. Real quick, Anderson Cooper says, "Wow, old Sean was as unfunny as current Sean." Yeah, yeah. The backdrops change, but the cringe is the same. Jefferson Post says, "I was watching an 11'8" compilation today." Yeah, I know, and it's interesting. Like the 11'8" bridge has gotten better with camera quality, and it's like I used to like him was just a shitty webcam. You know, when it's new, you're like, I don't know if it's the same vibe anymore. So, oh, but yes, the ballad of Curtis Lowe is good. Well, doesn't know what Tuesday's gone. There's a bunch of good songs out there. Sweet Home Alabama, they do a bunch of good stuff. But ultimately, chat, this is something you just need to think about here. You know, that also gets me fired up. So if I feel like I'm getting a little tired, gotta get me going. The T for Texas is the one. Okay. Well, yeah. Summer is in the tail end, and as it goes, we get salty in the chat. Yes, it's good to see you too, Allegan News. It's good to see you, man. Working for MCA, yes. Oh, Needle and Spoon is a good one. Yeah. The Network show is amazing. I probably heard it before. I guess I just don't know. I've never specifically known that one by title. Anyway, so Chille was like, I need to amend. And the court's like, you can amend. So he tries this again. Try it again, Chille. Try it again. Well, we're off to a good start, Chille. You're in the correct court with your captions, so that's a start. And it's the First Amendment complaint for defamation, false light, IIED, civil conspiracy, republication of defamation, and for costs and fees. Now, notice Chille does start this off with diversity jurisdiction. It's $75,000 in controversy, and citizens of different states. Chille's from California. Defendants are citizens of Massachusetts, Abrams and Peter. The District of Columbia or another state, which is Hiller. And if he doesn't know what state he lives in, that's a problem. Because how do you know he doesn't live there? You don't know. And he says complete diversity exists. I don't think it does. The venues proper in district and here under 28 U.S.C. 1391, because the acts giving rise occurred in Massachusetts. Not true. They say that Lackluster's address is unknown, but believed to be Washington, D.C. However, he purposely directed defamatory content into Massachusetts. Did he really? Because by that logic, everywhere is jurisdiction for that. Defendant Hiller's actions meet the effects test set forth in Calder v. Jones. I don't know about that, Chille. Does he meet the requirements? Does he meet the requirements under Massachusetts long arm statute? Because that's what you would need. Remember, You are still suing under Massachusetts tort law. These are all Massachusetts torts. This is all under Massachusetts law right here. So you have to be able to satisfy your jurisdictional claims under Massachusetts law. And I don't think you can. That's not how that works. And he says the court has personal jurisdiction over everybody. Well, if you don't know where he is, how are you going to serve him? And it says Chille is a resident of California, a digital content creator, a journalist, and a civil rights activist. Bless you. Josh Abrams, and they go through all of this here. They go along here and blah, blah, blah. We already know the parties. And once again, they talk about all this, but notice this is still dog shit, but Chille's had a chance to rework it. This is, yeah, so what do they say? That he's fraudulently purchased subs. Yeah, he has. This isn't the first channel he's had either that's been, like, nuked out. Alleged that Chille engages in blackmail and extortion. That's not new to nobody. Claiming Chille is threatened to report Joshua's parole officer to coerce and remove video. I heard that claim too. Accusing plaintiff of committing assault and battery on a woman in public. Yeah, I saw him shove Kate. That's assault. Claiming Chille has multiple unnamed victims. It does seem like that based on the way he treats people. And is involved in undisclosed court cases. You are involved in a shitload of cases. That Chille uses sock accounts to impersonate people. I've heard that too. Stating that Chille is a cancer to the First Amendment community. That's not defamation, that's opinion. But you are a cancer, Chille. A legend in his own fucking mind. Once again, true. And borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, true. Like, this is just Chille's tampon getting, just drip. Chille's tampon just drip, drip, drip. He's just dripping everywhere on that count. Oh, shit. All right, chat. Sorry. All right, we'll start here at the top. Anyway, so he gets it titled the right way. He filed it a couple days ago. These are all things under Massachusetts law. So he has to cite Massachusetts law, and he doesn't know where these people live, especially Lackluster. He can't sue Lackluster. Lackluster doesn't have to show up till he gets served, and if Chille doesn't know where he's at, how do you serve him? And Chille claiming that this meets the effects test. No, that doesn't. That's not at all. You have to meet Massachusetts long arm statute for that. I base highly on a bunch of stuff too. I am. He's not going to be able to do it, guys. He's not going to. Guys, the problem is I had this up and I closed it out. Okay. Oh. So, all right, hold on here. Where is... This is what you paid for, chat. Yes, it is. Can this get thrown out for being frivolous? No, Chille has not been a vexatious litigant, but he has a bunch of bullshit lawsuits everywhere. Kate seems like a nutbar. Kate is entirely a nutbag. Kate's a massive piece of shit. So I don't feel bad for Kate, but yes, Chille's filing a bullshit lawsuit. Yes. It's a lawsuit, I think it is. Chille is just a fucking cringe bot. Even Nick knows how to share a screen. Yeah, well, there you go. Anyway, Huffard Fernando says, I'm late. Why are we hating on Chille? I love Chille. Well, maybe Chille makes your farts hot. We're not talking about that kind of Chille. Oh. So what did Chille do here? I mean, none of this works here. The court has personal jurisdiction. No, it doesn't. You haven't established that. You haven't established that for Lackluster. So Chille calls himself a civil rights activist. Yeah, okay. I love that. They talk about the allegations here. So they talk about the things that, Chille did, referring to Chille as a vexatious litigant. He's never been declared one, but he very much abuses the legal system with his filings, and he does. He abuses the legal system and goes after people. Shut the screen off and start over for the new people. Delete law says, be nice. I'm getting all sad. Oh. But he claims he threatened to report Josh to his parole officer. Josh, at the time, I believe, was still on parole. Josh is a convicted felon. Yes, he did some things in his past, but he's owned up for him and paid his time to court. So I don't have a problem with Josh in that regard. Josh is square with the house. Alleging that Chille engages in blackmail and extortion. I mean, yeah, the way he acts, not a surprise. Yes, it's too bad Chille and Kate both can't lose. Stating that Chille has fraudulently purchased YouTube subs. I 100% agree that's happened. I agree all this stuff. I heard all these stories. Chille abused and committed assault on a woman. We saw that. We watched him abuse Kate. You know, if you watch his channel, he clearly was doing subs for a while. Claiming multiple unnamed victims are involved in undisclosed court cases. Well, yeah, he has tons of court cases. So that's true. Using sock accounts. Maybe. Stating that Chille is a cancer to the First Amendment community. True. True, he is. Alleged in his own fucking mind. True. And he's borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. The way he was doing for a while, yeah. Back in 2022, he was. On the same live stream, and also, guys, you remember Lauren De Laguna. You may know her from all the shit with Ethan Klein now. And at the time, Lauren De Laguna was doing stuff with Nick. That's why I stayed away. Like, Lauren De Laguna fucking was interviewing Chille and shit. She's a fucking loon. Yes, he verbally abused a poor janitor. Yeah, Chille was in a courthouse and the guy was vacuuming, and Chille went up and tried to fight him because it spurred Chille's autism really hard. That actually happened. He threatened to fight a janitor because the janitor was doing his job. It's really bad. It's really fucking bad. If you guys have the link to that video, we can watch it real quick. But if you guys want to see how fucking violent and psychotic Chille is, you know, because he wears those headphones like that retarded guy, and there's something about Mary. They're his like little, there's little stimming blanket, so he doesn't yeah, no, he attacks the court. He attacks the courthouse janitor and threatens him. So, on the live stream, Lackluster endorsed or affirmed these accusations. He personally alleged that Chille threatened to choke another creator's wife. Don't know about that one. Chille attempted to throw up a Lackluster's house. Well, if he knows where Lackluster lives, then fucking put it down. Is dangerous and capable of harming others. He's 100% capable of harming others. That's actually true. Stated there are victims in ongoing court cases related to Chille. Yeah, Blue Bacon's a victim at Chille's. Kate Peters made and republished similar things, that Chille operated fraudulent businesses that are Ponzi schemes. I mean, there were fraudulent businesses. I don't know if they were Ponzi schemes. He falsely secured investment funding. I wouldn't surprise me. He committed blackmail and extortion. Once again, not another surprise. Loud noises are a schizophrenia trigger. They're a trigger for retards, too. So, Chille fighting actual Jannies? Yeah, he did. He did. Implying Chille has a pattern of fraudulent business activity. I mean, it's always asking for money, guys. These statements were false or made up concerning Chille as they reference him by name, image, and public profile. As evidence, Chille has sworn his own declarations. We already went through those exhibits. Yeah. Nobody cares. Hotel receipts documenting Chille's payment for lodging, contradicting the claim that he didn't pay. The Cash App transfers from Chille to Josh. And he says these statements were made maliciously with knowledge of falsity or reckless disregard for the truth. The videos remain public and continue to accrue views and comments. Chille's experienced reputational damage. No, you've done that to yourself. Economic loss or brand harm, you've done that to yourself. Significant emotional distress as a result of these coordinated attacks. You've done this to yourself. You've done this to yourself. Can we send him to Vegas to fight Russell Greer? No, because they might have sex with each other. He didn't beat up the janitor he threatened to. He got up in an innocent guy's face just doing his job and fucking spurred down on him. So, Chille's a psychopath. Actually, I wonder if I can find it here. Hold on. It's let me see here. Let me see if we can find it. Because it's old Chille. I don't know where it's at here. I found the video, but it's from Here's the Deal. That's fine. That's fine. Just send me the link. That's okay. Let me see here. Where it's I'm trying to find it. Sweeping is not innocent. No, this guy was entirely innocent. I'm looking. It was when he kept asking people to bring a trainer for the trifolds. Yeah. It was when he was in Ironton. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, it was yeah, Chille, it's a whole thing there. The Trenter, yes. Think of the poor dust bunnies. Yeah, but it was what he did that was so fucking awful. That part with Chille, he did that. Yeah, Chille is famous for he was out on Hollywood Boulevard and somebody fucked with him. And then he ended up running into and he started to fight the guy. Then he ran into a fucking gangbanger up on the street. And the gangbanger pulled his shirt up a little bit and Chille fucking ran. And you could hear him running on screen. You could hear him running on camera, running for his fucking life. And you know, him and his poor little doggo that he left in the car. So that's the thing for Chille. To be fair, it's Kate Peters. You don't know if you'll catch lice or shit with her. Yeah. That's so. You want to see this guy in a fist fight with Runkle? Why? Runkle's a nice guy. Chille's a piece of shit. So shit smeared lice. Yeah, she probably does. But you guys have never seen, like, here's all Chille stuff that he used to have. Like, this was a thing he used to do all the time. He'd do a fucking finger gun because he's fucking gay all the time. Here he is pimping his trifold right here. But like every time it's like his shit used to be real cringe. It's still cringe. But like it was really bad for a long time. It was really bad for a long time. Dolly, you found it. Ooh. But yeah, this is you know, this is him dealing with Ironton, Ohio. That's way down on the southern end. Also, Chille was famous for wearing this little blue tracksuit everywhere he went. And yeah, like I said, the gay finger guns are everywhere. Gay finger guns. Gay finger guns. The gayest of finger guns. Dolly, send it to me in Discord. Yeah, here we go. Thank you, Dolly. You the man. Yep, here we go. This is Chille in the
1708 South 7th Street.
So Chille's in a courthouse in Ironton, Ohio, filling out paperwork to do a lawsuit. And here we go. Here's what happens to Chille. It's gonna get a little loud, chat. It's gonna get a little loud, so don't if your little ear tampons get hurt, it's gonna get a little loud.
No, not WSAZ, WOWK. I need that address. I got to get out of here.
Oh, he tried to sue a TV company too. Because he got caught near a school with a gun and it scared the school and they locked down.
Here, what's that? Anybody know that address? 17, is that correct? 1708 South 7th Street.
And yes, Chad, he wears those headphones because I'm sure he's got like retard stimming music in them or something saying, "You're smart. It's okay, Chille." Yes, he's a nut job.
What address is that?
Like a true retard, he's like, "Ah!"
What address is that?
Excuse me, I'm trying to do my job.
Yeah, I know you are, but I'm doing mine right now.
Well,
You're not gonna hide.
You don't get-
You're not gonna hide transparency. You ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna happen. No, I'm not gonna get out of your way. That ain't gonna happen. You ain't doing that. It ain't gonna happen. No how, no way.
Listen,
Back
I'm the
off.
janitor here.
I don't give a damn what you are. You're not gonna vacuum right here, right now, while the people are getting transparency. That ain't gonna happen. I don't give a damn. You can go do it somewhere else. It's that simple. Back off. You ain't gonna vacuum right here while I'm showing transparency. This gentleman right here is trying to hide transparency. This gentleman right here is trying to hide transparency. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't doing it.
I'm trying to do my job.
I don't.
This guy's a fucking janitor, and Chille's shitting on a janitor. Like he's a complete fucking retard. Tarding out. He is just stimming out of control.
Care. You ain't gonna vacuum right here, right now. There's 1,300 people watching. I will identify you if you don't walk away. I'll put this in your face. I'll show the people who you are. I will. Officer, I'm having a problem here. You're gonna vacuum over there is what you're gonna do. Don't you ever try it again. That's who that gentleman is right there. Don't you ever try to hide transparency again, you dirty pig. Don't you ever do it again. You understand me? The law's arrived. Yeah, head on out, son.
The laws arrived, and then when Chille got in trouble, he ran away like a little bitch. Chille ran away like a bitch. Ran away with his tampon dragging between his legs.
Don't you ever try it again.
I got your original.
You guys don't have the internet. You
You,
She's over here waiting on this. She's waiting on this, and I couldn't hardly hear.
you guys don't have the internet. Is this the correct address for WOWK TV, 1708 South 7th Street?
He also licks his lips a lot, like he does a lot of drugs. But yes, there we go.
Yeah, is that the correct address? He doesn't have a smartphone.
It's Huntington.
It's Huntington, West Virginia.
Yes.
Can you look up on the internet the address for
Yes,
me?
he tried to
That
sue
would
a
be a lot of
TV
help.
station, so yes.
Anything to hide transparency. Do you see that janitor? The janitor's against you guys. That was preposterous what that man just tried to do.
He even recognized the guy's a janitor, not an undercover cop or nothing.
Okay, a couple things that we need. If you want to be served by a process server, like a person instead of by certified mail, we can either just-
Yes, that's the other thing too, Chad. Boosh is right. Chille wears the Sally Jesse Raphael glasses. He wore these for a long time. He still wears them, but after a while, people kept calling him a fag, and he changed. But he went back to looking like a fag after a while. So, but yes, this is Chille, brave old Chille.
certified mail, but if you want a process server, we need a couple pieces of paper. You can even write it out.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what to do.
Okay. What's the address she has right there? A P.O. box so the media hides. It's Charleston.
Notice he's got a fucking phone. He could do it himself.
WOWK right here. Here's the. Can you write this for me, sir? It's. I have the address right here.
So fucking sad.
It's WOWK, and it's going to be P.O. Box 75119, Charleston, West Virginia. 25375. 25375.
So he's still fucking aggro about a fucking vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
From the P.O. box.
Yeah.
Process server, go to the P.O. box. I mean,
I get it.
you see what I'm just saying.
I get it.
There's a place in Huntington too. So.
Is there an address in Huntington? What's the other address?
What are you looking for?
WOWK. I need the actual physical address. Is that the only one you have?
Oh, chat.
That's the only one.
This
that's
is. We'll get to
100.
Chille getting arrested
Oh, no, that's
here
an
too.
address. WOWK. And so it says 13. Here you go.
So yes, this is Chille. This is Chille in a nutshell. And when we finish here, we'll show him getting arrested in Ironton. It's fucking hilarious. So anyways, he's experienced reputational damage, economic loss, harm, emotional distress, significant emotional distress. And they say the defendants, Abrams and Hiller, published these claims on multiple occasions. So Kate only did it once, I guess. Does 1 through 5 are believed to be individuals based in the United States who participated in the creation, amplification, dissemination of the issues. Their identity and state citizenships will be determined through discovery. Their involvement does not destroy complete diversity at this time. Chille is a private figure, not a public figure or public official. Yeah, that's not how that works, Chille. Chille's never held elected office, declared candidacy for any reason, raised campaign funds, or engaged in the process beyond ordinary civic participation. I think Chille's actually talked about this before at some point. I think he's talked about it before at some point. Doing that, actually. His content creation focused on constitutional education, civil rights advocacy, which do not constitute a type of public prominence that would render him a public figure under applicable First Amendment jurisprudence. Therefore, Chille only needs to prove this negligence, not actual malice. I don't know about that. Anyways, so Chille goes on to talk about his losses here, cost. And this is all Schizo posted. Why isn't this organized? A verified drop of 402 subscribers occurred on his channel between June 17th and June 20th, 2025. Okay, but that's outside of the statute of limitations here. That's something that's 3 years later. Following the June 18th broadcast by defendant Josh Abrams, he accused Chille of purchasing subs. You said there was a statute of limitations issue, Chille. So when did I thought you said this all happened back in the day. I thought you said this all back in the day. He's talking about June 10th, 2022. And now he's talking about down here in June of 2025. This loss of support directly correlates to reputational harm and economic damage. Do you really know? Do you really know, Chille? Do you know Childo the dildo? Well, guys, remember that this was 3 years ago, so earbuds were not the thing yet. So notice he now moves on. This almost like a, you don't need to be this specific like this, but it turns into emotion the way he writes it out. Elements of defamation are the statement was false, published to a third party. The publisher was at fault for making a statement, and the statement caused harm or was actionable without proof of economic loss. And they claim these were false statements knowingly made. They're defamation per se because they accuse the plaintiff of crimes. And that's true. That is defamation per se. The false light or invasion of privacy. Well, what do? Their portrayal will be highly offensive to a reasonable person and was publicized to a wide audience. Well, they claim that he was violent, dishonest, and criminal. Well, him assaulting Kate was pretty true. Pretty true. As a result, he suffered emotional distress. And Elegant News, you're correct. He claims to be a journalist. Well, journalists are not private figures. Yes, he's 100% a public figure. They falsely portray Chille as a criminal. Well, you are one. You are a fraud 100% and a threat to others. You are fucking insane. He coordinated conduct with actors across large platforms and viewership exceeding 25,000 and was monetized through donation solicitations. There's a civil conspiracy chat. We've got Rico. The republication of defamation. Well, that was, are you going to argue now that this is different, Chille? They're claiming they republished the statements on multiple occasions, including June 18th. Well, did you? Where's the link of that? Okay. His cost of fees, Chille's out-of-pocket costs in bringing this litigation, preparing the record, including paralegal assistance and documentary collection. Chille wants all those costs. His prayer for relief damages in the amount of $1 million and all of it. Notice that the change in font and everything, too. So that's Chille's case right there in a nutshell. And Chille also did a declaration that he goes on. This is Chille's entire. He has a 6-paragraph thing here where he submits the evidence, and that's Chille. So he's a complete dildo. He is a complete dildo. Think you guys aren't surprised by that, but if you don't know who Chille was, that's Chille. That's Chille in a nutshell, you guys. Can we call him Josie? No, we call him Childo. I call him Childo the dildo. Yes. Rico Spurgnex. Couldn't he just put his precious headphones on? Well, no, he looks like a retard then. So this same day, Chille went around Ironton, Ohio, like walking down the street everywhere he went, like he was the man about town. Like, you know, here's another example of Chille. And Chille thought he was destroying governmental corruption everywhere he went. This is Chille thinking he's going to destroy governmental corruption here. So, yes, it's never Rico. Yes. So here's Chille.
That's Ironton PD right there, huh? Uh-oh, look at that. I walked in the road. I walked in the road. You step in the road, you can be arrested in America for stepping in a road, and the cops arrest people for stepping in the road.
I mean, that every once in a while, Chille does do stuff today. Every once in a while, he does do true stuff. And yes, Sean's present today is dinner. We got to open a present in a second. But Chille does cite things once in a while. He will cite the correct case, but he won't be able to apply the holdings. So yes, you can be arrested for jaywalking, even though it's not a jailable offense. You can be arrested for a non-jailable misdemeanor. It's Atwater v. Lago Vista. It's Atwater v. the city of Lago Vista. It's an actual case. It really is a case. Yes, the sun can shine on a dog's asshole once in a while. Yep. And then so Chille ends up trying to go to the he shows up downtown in Ironton, and he tries to hang out in the building after it's closed, and it gets really good. It gets really, really, really good here. Hold on, where is so here we go. This gets pretty good. This is Chille acting like a crazy man. Here you go.
It's wrong. What's happening here is wrong, and you guys know it, and that's why your mom brought you down here, so you could bear witness. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I watched this, guys. I watched this live when it happened, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna start fucking shooting people." Is that an Ohio expression? Which one? I don't know, Nate, which one you're saying. Is that an Ohio expression? But I thought he was gonna start shooting the fucking place up the way. You were watching this live with me? I think we may have been watching. Like, I forget where I was watching it, but he watched this. I don't know if we watched it live on my channel or not, but I don't think we did. But I was watching it other places. I thought he was gonna fucking kill somebody the way he was going for a minute.
There it is. My coffee's gone. I'm sorry that the Jacob Cochran story is not going up. The Jacob Cochran story is supposed to be going up right now, but I have to push a button on my YouTube to release it. I'm not in front of my computer, so I can't push that button right now. I apologize.
Here, chat. Hold on.
Ma'am, are you closing the city? Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. What are you doing? Ma'am, it's not 5 o'clock. It is not 5.
The doors are not locked.
I'm not sure what you're doing here.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I am worried about it because the city officials here are garbage. People who are in charge here are garbage. People like you are trash. The doors are locked. You just tried to get in.
The doors are locked, yet that lady got in. Chille is fucking psycho. Is he on cocaine? No, I'm pretty sure he did a lot of like meth. But Chille's also just terminally retarded.
What? Sorry about that. You're not on camera. More people are coming. More people are coming. She locked the 2 front doors. Only the side door is open. Remember, she's the one that has the back, the blue, and this is the law office. works for, I highly recommend that you look for other counsel besides this counsel right here. I would not use these people. If I were you, I wouldn't. I would not use those people. We have every right to protest. This is a protest. We are protesting today, you guys. I want you guys to know that you are actively protesting. I just want everybody to know you have a right. Please do not lose your temper. Please do not show violence. It will not work. The only thing that will work is petitioning, peacefully assembling, and redressing our government. You have a First Amendment right to protest. You have a right by God to defend your liberty. And that's what we're doing. It's come to this, Sam Cramlett. It's come to this, sir. It's come to this.
He's not talking to the mayor of Ironton, Ohio, taunting him.
Sam Cramlett, you have the opportunity to show your colors right now. We filled out an application to rent this hall. I expect you to show up, Sam. I expect you to show up here and sign our application to pay for this location. And we will check out when it's time, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., whatever time it is. You hold weddings here, you hold baby showers here, you hold birthdays here.
And the way Chille did it, he showed up at the town offices like at the beginning. And he showed up like right at the beginning to file this. So he went to I forget where he went, but he tried to do it like the day of. I want to reserve this place. That's how retarded he is.
But the people don't get a chance. The people don't get a chance to use this building how it's supposed to be used. Yeah. It has come to this. And so it begins. I'm trying to just keep the people off camera. I apologize to you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that the people aren't subjected to retaliation and abuse and let everybody here is afraid. So
everybody's afraid. The entire city, basically, even the people who originally supported Chille, by the time Chille ran away, everybody fucking hated him. So they realized he was a piece of shit. This is like a typical Chille thing where he's in like little like autism mode. He's like,
who are the regular folks that I have in the room? If you're regular folk here, can you just go ahead and drop me a comment? I'll add a couple people to the. It's a fountain, guys. Hey, good to see you, M Star. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
So we're gonna keep.
Who was the Supreme Court, actually the chief Supreme Court judge.
Yeah, here you go. Here you go, chat. This is where it gets good. He starts. This is the crescendo of everything.
They're not good people. They're appointed by the Chamber of Commerce, by the Federalist Society. Trust me, I've researched each and every single different Supreme Court justice. I've read each of their cases. I've read as much as I can about every Supreme Court justice that I could read. It's terrible. It's terrible. There's a few good ones. There's Harlan. There was, who was the Supreme Court, actually the chief Supreme Court justice, was a good man for a while. I believe it was the Stone Court. The Stone. Stone was the chief justice, and he was a good man. He tried hard. Harlan tried hard. O'Douglas tried hard. A lot of people tried hard to do the right thing in the Supreme Court.
Just wait.
But it's 9 people, and most of those people are bad. So it's fraught with racism. It's all through it. It's Swiss cheese of racism is the Supreme Court. So I know that to be a fact.
I like cheese, though. Cheese is good.
And, you know, I have to go to the bathroom, but I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it a little longer. have this right. We have a right.
Yes, I know.
Yes, we just read it. You have the right to peaceful protest. You have a right
He's going to hold it for transparency, chat.
to peacefully protest. We are peacefully protesting in a publicly funded building. You're welcome to come down and observe the protest, officers. You're welcome to come down and observe the peaceful protest.
Spoiler alert, the Ironton, Ohio Police Department is connected to City Hall. So they will definitely take him up on his argument.
I'll teach Constitution. 5 o'clock, the class is starting. Okay.
So this is him starting his class on constitutional law.
So
Yes, you have a right to hold it.
here's the first thing you do. When you see a police officer, the very first thing that you do is you pull your phone out and you film him. That's the very
I don't think that's actually one of the few things Chille says. I've said this before. He is correct about. If you see a cop, don't be afraid to bust out your phone and film them.
first thing that you do. And you announce, I am filming you. I am filming. I am using my First Amendment right. What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing? First thing you do, you see a cop walk in, what do? You pull your phone out and you film him. That's the first thing you do. Very first thing. What do you do when you see a police officer? You pull your phone out and film him. You can even say, respectfully, officer, I'm going to film with.
Yes, Kimbo is right. When you see them, you go touch a gun, touch a gun, touch a gun, touch a gun, touch a gun. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Touch, 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 touch the gun. Yeah, don't touch their guns. Yeah, no need to announce it in public. I agree. Don't announce it. But there's nothing wrong with filming them. I agree. Job well done says I filmed a DUI stop. I was drunk, but there's nothing wrong with that. Good for you. You go. I appreciate that.
With respect, you can say, I back police, but I'm going to film you. I don't care if you're in 7-Eleven, at the grocery store, Special K. I don't care where you are. You film cops. At all times, you film cops. You never stop filming. There's the first lesson of the class. You're in 7-Eleven. You're in Speedway. A cop walks in. What do?
Filming.
You film him. What do? What do? Cop walks in Speedway. You film him. You tell him, I'm filming you. If you love cops, you go, sir, I'm filming you. Sir, thank you so much for your service. I'm filming you. You always film cops at all times. At all times.
Building's closed.
Okay, sir. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
The building's closing, sir. You guys have to leave.
We're not leaving. We're protesting.
All right.
Why can't you protest for humans? Why can't you protest for humans?
You can protest. You have the right to protest. If the police come, you tell. Okay. Now, here's the second thing. So you have the first thing, you film cops. The cop walks up to you. He says things to you. He asks you questions. He threatens you. You say to him, these words exactly. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Step 1, film. Step 2, cop says to you, what do? Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's the only thing you say to the cop. Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's it. If he doesn't answer, walk away.
And if you notice, chat, the time on the wall, it is no longer 5 o'clock. You know, it is almost 11 and there still is no stream for Nick though. But it is past 5 o'clock for Childo.
Terry is detained. Terry. It's Terry versus Ohio. That's what Terry versus Ohio is. It's detainment. They killed the lights on us. That's fine. That's fine. They killed the lights. That's perfectly fine.
Hey, folks, the building's closed. Y'all have to step out, please.
We're protesting. Oh, here comes all the cops. Film them all.
Okay, Jose M. Decastro, cease and desist your disorderly conduct or you will be arrested.
I'm more than willing.
Jose M. Decastro,
I hear you right here, man.
vacate right now or you'll be arrested.
I'm more than willing to go with you.
Jose M. Decastro, you will?
If you're going to arrest me, if I'm under arrest, I'll go with you.
All right, let's
Please don't touch me. No, I'm not. You're not putting my. I'm willing to go.
Whoa.
I'm not-
Hang
I'm
on,
not
I got
putting my hands on my back. You're not going to be tortured. Don't
Sir, this way.
Oh, that's the other thing, Chad. He calls these torture cuffs. He calls them torture cuffs.
I don't need to. I'll go with you. I'm not going to attack anybody. I'll go with you. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But don't, you don't need to torture me. They're arresting me. They're arresting me. They are arresting me. They placed me under arrest as a law-abiding citizen. I will go with them. There's no need for me to fight anybody.
Appreciate that, officer.
I'm not going to fight you. I have no weapons on me. I'm no danger to you. I want you to know I am protesting. I am protesting. I want you to know I'm protesting. I'm peacefully protesting.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Please stop on your back.
Stop. You're not a man, dude. I'm gonna go with you. I'll go with you. Stop it. I'll go with him. I'll go with you.
Listen. Hey, wait a minute. Stop. Listen, just stop. Chill, quick.
I'll go with you. I'll go to jail.
Listen, why are you doing
It's
this?
because you're not gonna torture me with torture cuffs. I'm
Ain't nobody torturing
You're gonna take me in the back? Go ahead, do it. Leave the mark.
We have
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen.
Okay, put it on.
I tried to put him in the front from the beginning, and
let go of me, pussy. Let go of me. Let go of me. Tell him let go of me. I'll put my wrist together. Tell him let go of me. I'll put Pam. Ask him to let go of me. I'll put my wrist together.
That's what happened to Chille. It's so damn funny. It's so damn funny. Yeah, he's like, stop. Some of you guys know the lore very well. And real quick, EDW Raptor is correct. Define irony. A bunch of idiots dancing and singing on a plane to a song made famous by a band that died in a plane crash. Yes. Suki wants me to share the screen. Yes. Jefferson Post says Chille sounds like he's into gang stalking. A little bit. 1A auditor, he is the press and so a public figure. Yes, I agree. Why can't he be a complete baldo? And he has a Rachel Maddow look in those glasses. Yes. Bye, Franz. Thank you for that Allegan News, EDW Raptor, and Allegan News again. Thank you guys for your super chats. I wanted to get to these here real quick. Bye, Franz says he looks like a guy that has GHB on him and for sale. I get that joke. Yes, Chille was involved in some sort of GHB operation. He got arrested for it and then got diversion or something for it in the 90s. And Chille has been on stream before talking about the benefits of GHB, that apparently it makes you like a sexual tyrannosaur. Scud says, is there a video of him getting pepper sprayed or tased? No, sadly. Allegan says protests don't keep the building open. That's correct. North Carolina v. Edwards is the case. And in that case, the people in Edwards were in the rotunda of the North Carolina State Capitol during business hours, and they tried to claim it was closed. And the Supreme Court backed the protesters on that one. But if it's general closing hours, the building is closed. Nima says Sam Wagner. No, it's Pam Wagner. Chief Pam Wagner of the Ironton Police Department was very base dealing with Chille. Connie Desquad says it's torture because his bull didn't put them on. Very true. Very true. People like Chille make me okay with police brutality. Yes, I agree. Allegan News says, should we use the ball gag? But Chille would like it. Yeah, well, here's the funny thing. There were pictures of Chille after he got arrested because they were documenting that nothing happened to him. And they cuffed him in the front because he quit crying, so they cuffed him in the front. And then, Chille, when he's talking about looking at buttholes, that's like they check in to make sure you're on drugs. Well, nowadays they use a scanner machine. And Chille walked into the scanner machine, kind of like the TSA body scanner. And we were making the jokes that Chille was like, are you sure you guys don't want to look at my butt? Like he'd offer. He'd be like, oops, I bent over. But no, Chille is a complete fucking tool. And if you guys never read about him, that's Chille. That's Chille. GHB was legal back in my day. Well, yeah. Sexual Tyrannosaurus is a predator quote. It is. GHB is fun, though. I don't recommend that. Chille was the Black Power. Yes, Chille was going to be a Power Ranger, but apparently he was such a fucking crazy. He was going to be the red one originally. I mean, he was so fucking crazy they got rid of him. So, was he roofing chicks? Allegedly, no. Allegedly, no. UFC 318 in New Orleans is on the main card right now. Oh, cool. Wow. They're on the main card by 10 o'clock. That's pretty fast. But yeah, Chille takes, man, it goes back with Chille. It goes back. Sounds like jail's a vacation for him. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's Chille, guys. So there we go. Chille Decastro rides again, and now Chille is suing the auditing community. That was Power Rangers Wild Force. Ironically, the Red Ranger legit killed a dude. Well, no, Chille was going to be on the original Power Rangers. There, like that's something that's been confirmed. He was, an aspiring actor and like a model and all kinds of shit. Yeah, Chille did a lot of stuff back in the day. Chille did a lot of stuff. Imagine the Red Ranger, Megazord, just instead of fighting the enemies, just holding their phone out. Like, that's how they beat people. So, yeah, they picked a different guy. Yeah. Is he old enough for that? Oh, Chille's old. Chille's an old man. He's old. I will say Chille's a massive physical fitness guy. I'm pretty sure he's been a trainer at one point. Like, Chille takes very good care of his body, aside from all the drugs he's fried his brain with. He's actually, yeah, he's pretty old, actually. So, yes, he's old and in shape. Chille's accomplished a patriot, but everybody hates him. He is not accomplished. He's a fucking loser. Yes, his body is good and his mind is whack. Yes. He acts a lot, and we see why he was not hired. Yes, that's true. Chille was also supposedly, he also supposedly trained multiple people in MMA. Is a world state champion wrestler from Alaska. He worked with Ken Shamrock multiple times. Was a brilliant MMA fighter. If you guys watch my video, you'll learn all about him. He's like he's a millionaire astronaut cowboy. So, yes. Chille sells Red Zord, sells pamphlets, yes. You just say he's done a lot of stuff. I mean, yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. That doesn't mean he's good. Accomplished means you actually did good things and renowned for it. He's done a bunch of shit and he's never been good for. That doesn't mean he's good. Maybe Chille is CTE. Being accomplished does not mean you've done a lot of stuff. Being accomplished implies you received renown for it. This is Chille ball washing. If you're highly trained or skilled. So no, he's not. He's not highly trained or skilled. He's far from it. So Safa. Epic Fantasy says, Nick Rekieta fed his 8-year-old daughter cocaine and lives off his mom's money like the total failure he is. His wife is as bad or worse. What the fuck did that come from? Okay. I guess he never got to the DuPonts, yeah. Ted Bundy did a lot of stuff too, yeah. I bet Chille would claim he fought in the Kumite. Yes, the secret Kumite in the woods where you have to take your trophy. All right, chat, before we get too far, 2.0 did another present for my birthday. I don't know what this is. It's heavy. It's got weight to it. So let's see what this is. Yeah, Chris Chan has done a lot of stuff too. Oh, wow. I kind of took it apart with is this the secret way of doing stuff? Is it the Baldo? It's a very heavy Baldo. Nate Matthews says the Kumite. Yes, the Kumite. There was a Kumite where people are alleging there was this. Joe Rogan's talked about it before. This guy claimed he went to a Japanese karate tournament, a to the death Kumite in the woods, and he came out and they gave him a trophy for it. I forget which guy. The guy went to prison, but Joe Rogan tells a story about a Kumite, but it's like a karate tournament. It's like in Bloodsport. That's a Kumite. So what is this? Okay. Fantic. The hell is this? So, is this like an air pump or like an air compressor? I guess I'm making too much noise. 2.0 doesn't want me to make as much noise anymore with the compressor. So, oh, Frank Dukes? Okay. Yeah, Frank Dukes is the guy. Rafael Torre, yeah, was the guy. That was his fake name, yeah. But yeah, that's the Kumite thing. Don't fall for it, Sean. It's a Switch too. Yes, the base of the movie Bloodsport, yes, that there's secret, Kumites where you could fight to the death and win untold riches. It's a penis pump. It's a pump for his penis. He's flaccid. God, his box does not want to fucking open. Jesus. Cheese and rice. It's a Walkman. Yeah, 2.0's like, get your ass outside. Told you get the California Air Tools compressor, Sean. Well, I know, but maybe this is... Oh, this is like in there. Damn. Okay, so... I think that's what this is. Is this what this is, 2.0? This thing is basically like an air compressor, so you don't have to hear this one. Oh, so this is just meant to go in my car? Oh, I thought you got this to make you too much noise out here. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah. Is this it? Okay, well, he never pulled it out, so I never got to see it. I thought it was a good idea. Oh, so it's just for my car. Okay. Ooh, yeah, it is. Will this fit my will this fit my it's weird, it looks like a little Walkman. Okay. It's a tire inflator, but yeah, well, I didn't know if it was because the air compressor going whoa all night. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna grab my things, Joe. See if this works. I wonder if this will work. Let's see here. Oh no, because it's only got this has got two female ends. I'm gonna have to find a male end for it. Never mind. I'll try it another day. Oh, but this will go good in my car. This will go good in my car. Thank you, baby. Don't grab your thing on screen. Yeah. Also, chat, I have to pay the water bill. Give me 1 second here. I'll be right back. All right, chat, we're back. So there we go, chat. Yeah, Chille could hold it. Not so exciting. Pick another gift. I think it's exciting. No, I just have to... This can go in the oh shit box in my car. Hopefully you guys all have an oh shit box in your car. Got like a blanket, got a tire plugging kit, you know, a good blanket, some gloves, you know, some, you know, matches and a good flashing light, all that kind of stuff you might need. And this will be a good thing to put in there. Sits in the back of my in the car in the trunk. Because when you have to use it, you have to say, oh shit. Yeah, flares aren't a bad choice too. Your entire car is an oh shit box, yeah. Old carpet, yeah, old carpet's not bad if you can do it. Does that help you get out of snow? But also having like a little shovel you can scrape away with too is not a bad idea. So jumper cables are not a bad choice too. Do you have triangles? No. That's if you get to the point where the triangles are saving your life, you've got bigger problems. So anyways, 2.0 said open up a different package, so I'm opening up a different thing here. So tire inflator are good to go, and jumper cables are good to go. Yeah. Would a bottle of wine, some sandwiches be good? No, but throw some like granola bars in there and like a bottle of water or two. That's not a bad thing. You might need it. Well, yeah, if you have a whole camping kit, yes. Okay, so yes, this was a present for me, but it's something 2.0 really wants because she always gets nervous. Every time. And I assume that when we get to the winter, she's going to want me to put this in her car, actually. Oh. Before the grave, yes. I'm gonna cover that, yes. And she got some jail time and she lost her mind. So yeah, no, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that one. Yeah, a folding shovel is good. It doesn't have to be a good folding shovel, but a shovel, yeah. Isn't my birthday not till August 10th, but she's doing like 40 things for my birthday because I'm 40 coming up. So she told me to open this one because you guys will think that you'll like this and this will be more applicable. And this won't be a present for her. It'll be a present for me. Oh. Okay, cool. A different one, chat. You guys can't see the back. Like, this is so cool. I like this. Does this come with everything that's on the box? Hold on here, chat. I'm gonna cut it and then let you see it. Geez, I think 2.0 just went down the list on Amazon. So here's what you got me, chat. 155 millimeter howitzer. I think 2.0 just went down the thing, which is like model, click, 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 click. Thank you, babe. I do like it. This one will be good for like a setup scene. Like you can set a scene up. Johan says, no tire socks. That's what a piece of carpet will do. Use a piece of carpet in the snow. I was going to say, Ag, if you need engine oil, you're already fucked. So, look how excited I am. Of course I am. Well, I was like, I didn't know what, like, I thought it was like an air compressor, but I was like a tire inflator. I'm like, I think it's neat, but that was for you more than me. Ooh. Holy shit, Chad, it comes with the whole gun crew. Wow, 130 biscuit. This fucker's huge. This is some big fucking pieces. We're going to have to build a diorama for that. We're going to have to build a setting for it. So, hell yeah. We're going to have to build a setup. I'm going to have to really learn. We'll have to definitely do a scene for that. And then I'm going to have to, as I said, the plan is to put a shelf up here in the back and get things set up. So this can go on the pile of shame. So, what scale? 135th. It's fucking huge. Thank you, sweetheart. Well, don't know. My car burns a quart every 2,000 miles. Yeah, but you can you can pick it up if you need to. Pick up oil if you need to. So, like my Subaru burns oil, but Make sure I didn't miss anything else here. Not to derail the stream, but how excited are you at the prospect the Transcontinental Railroad merge being back on the table? I wasn't aware of that happening. Can you send me some information? Plenty of STB filings. Yeah, that'll be happening. That'll be a filing. Guys, STB is the Surface Transportation Board. So they replaced the Interstate Commerce Commission. They govern interstate land and water transportation, and they mostly deal with the railroad. So I didn't know that was happening. Let me know. That's kind of cool. Was not aware, but that'd be fun to cover. Because then you guys can really learn all the power of the railroad. You guys think imagine an industry that basically has all the laws that were made for it in the 1800s, and they have complete basically immunity to do what they want. That's the railroads. Way to kill the Foamer memes, yes. Riparian rights are for insane people. No, riparian rights are important. So, yes, on a wall is correct. In anything you do where you plan on leaving home, like a go bag, like if you're evacuating or you live in an area where you have to evacuate, make sure you have food and water for your doggos and your Kit Kats. They need food too. So that's why our rail system is shitty. Yeah, that's a big reason why. Railroads have their own cops. Yes, they do. Each railroad company has its own cops who are designated law enforcement. So I know about riparian rights. That is something we could do one day, but that is an entire thing there, chat. And the issues with riparian rights are the rights of a river. Well, what do you do when the river starts going this way or that way and it eats into your land? And one guy owns one side of the river. You live on the other side of the river. You both own your lands, and the river goes whoop. What do you do now? You gained land, he lost land. Or if it goes the other way, whoop, and you lost land and he gained land. How do you do that? How are the rights handled? And Keopathic says the railroad system was shitty because they became a monopoly. And how do they get all that power and the ability to do it? Because of the laws that were passed in their favor. So Suki said, I didn't know the law could be interesting. Well, that's yeah. That's what it is. With riparian rights, the other big thing comes in the use of water. And especially out west, that is a thing. That's why in some states, if you guys are from the east, like if you lived in Oregon or some other states, depending on the situation, having a rain barrel is illegal. It's very much like Dune. You have to return it to the tribe and let the water go back into the drainage because you're taking it away from everybody. Here, we don't have to worry about that in the eastern U.S., but out west, it's a real problem. So you fight the river to the death. Yes. Coke Fairy says, I hear you have bad public transport. Well, I mean, it all depends. I mean, we've never had, in cities, it's okay, but that's because, cities are, you can have transportation, but, you live in England. I mean, think about it. The size of England, what state is England the size of? It's slightly smaller than Alabama. So, I mean, you have, England has, how many people living in it? England's population as of 2024. Well, United Kingdom as a whole is 67 million people. Well, mean, when you think about it, you have 67 million people living in a state this big. Imagine this. This is the geographical size of England is about roughly the size of Alabama. You have 67 million people in here, okay? And Alabama's population is 5.1 million people. So 5.1 versus 67.3. That's a massive size change. Think about it. If you had that kind of like an entire country, a G8 size country, one of the leading economies in the world, and you put all your infrastructure into this country, what do you think they would have? They would have a massive fucking rail system. I mean, it helped that you guys, your land was all settled. Your country was that small, but think about how big America is. That is it. We had to figure out what to do to get everywhere. And you guys just had that. And we had fucking all of this to basically colonize by the time the railroads came about. We had to colonize all of this and settle all this. And there's massive distances, which the infrastructure networks weren't really set up for. So what was in America? It's about personal independence. It's always been that way. You took your wagon or your horse and you went there on your own, or you floated up the rivers and you made your way to Oregon. Like the Oregon Trail was a real thing. Like it's all about personal independence and autonomy. That's why you have cars. Drive anywhere you want to go. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons why we don't have the infrastructure that you have in Britain. One of the biggest ones is size. Think about it. Like, you want something that big? Okay. Well, if America was a lot smaller, we'd probably have railroads going everywhere. And there are some regions where rail's not bad, like in the New York area, like this area right here. Rail traffic's pretty good. Even down into Boston, it's pretty good. That's a really good spot for the rail traffic, but that's it. That's it. Now, manifest destiny. Well, I still think 5440 or fight is the thing. And that's, if you guys remember, America's claim should go to here, 5440 or fight. That is the extent of America. We should have gone all the way to the north. This should all be in the United States. I think we sold out. We chickened out. We didn't fight for it. We could have, and we could have taken it. And then we would have had a contiguous 49 states. So, yeah, there's 10 million people just in London. Hence why you have small houses. Well, there's that too. And 70% of the UK's population is in London. Yeah. So, yeah, California says you have no rights to everything. Yeah, well, that's different. So, you want a deep dive in the Sherman Antitrust Act? We can do that one day. The only cross-country rail that truly matters is the Trans-Siberian. Well, there's actually another one that matters too in Russia. The Trans-Siberian one, yes, that goes all the way to Vladivostok and goes all the way from Ohm. Is it Ohm or Perm? It's from like Perm all the way over. There's another one, the BAM, the Baikal Amur Railway. That goes like it's another one they put together. And that's one they put together in the 70s. There's a second major rail line in Russia. So in England, 2 hours is a long drive. Yeah. Yeah. In England, 2 hours is a long drive. Driving all the way from the tip of Scotland to the bottom down to Cornwall or wherever the hell like this here. This isn't the world's. This is only like a 6 or 7 hour drive, guys, down to here. It's only like 6-7 hours. Could have done that all the time. So, Yes, fun fact, the Polar Bear Legion of the U.S. Army, many members of the Michigan National Guard, held more square territory than the Russian Army, the Red Army did, but most of it was held up in the Murmansk area. So, Spuggins is a band. I don't think it's 18 hours. Hold on here. Longest drive in the UK. The longest drive in the UK. Okay, the longest drive, it goes from Land's End to John O'Groats. The A1 is the longest continuous road. Okay, well, so here we go. So, no, that's not exactly the case. 874 miles. That's not that long. Yeah, Land's End to John O'Groats. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, so there you go. That's the longest. It takes you 10 to 14 days on bike. And the record for running the route's 9 days. I was right. I did say Cornwall. I was right. So there you go. Let's see. Is there anything that says how long it takes? Is there just something about driving? I don't care about running or by horse. Stand-up paddleboarding, no. Wheelchair, skateboard, motoring. There we go. So, a guy riding his motorcycle did it in 29 hours and 12 minutes. Okay. Okay, so in 1983, a guy did it. You know, you created a new sole driver nonstop except for fuel. And the record using a newly released Audi A80 Quattro was 24 hours and 32 minutes. He also raised, I wonder, did he speed? Okay, going back and forth at 24 hours. Well, that sounds like a cannonball run. That almost sounds like a cannonball run there. So it's about 18 hours. It's not. It's like maybe 12. Sounds like. So. Yeah, 870 miles. I've done that in a day before. But no, doing this kind of a thing, going up and down the coast of up and down England, that almost sounds like a cannonball run. Where you do cruising, and if you guys know what a cannonball run is, you basically do cruising USA. You start out in New York and you go to LA. You basically do cruising USA, and it's like, how fast can you do it? That's the thing now. There was a for a while these dudes were doing it, and you run with spotter cars. So you've done Tampa to Michigan 20 hours straight. Yeah, Michigan all the way down to Tampa. That's one. Keopathic said you went all the way from LA to Seattle. 17 hours. Yeah, Cannonball Run is the record's under 30 hours, yeah. 14 hours, 11 minutes according to Google Maps. All right, okay, fine. There you go. Is it 14 hours because of the traffic? Because, hold on here. I can't imagine this. Hold on, let me do this. John O'Groats to directions, Lands, and okay. Yeah, I don't see how it's 14 hours. Like, this doesn't make sense to me here. Traffic might be one, I guess, but you're not. I don't know here, chat. Let's see where you're going. I mean, is some of this bad traffic? I mean, I guess maybe in some of these towns you're not allowed to go. Clyde, you have a park. Based. Once you get off the A roads, it's down to 30 minutes. Okay, well, yeah. I thought Clarkson did it in 7 to 8. Yeah, I thought that too. It's because they get caught in the circles by Big Ben and Parliament. Yeah. 800 miles gets you halfway across Texas. A lot too. Oh, look, they have a town for trannies, chat. They also have a golf course there, Royal Troon. So you just keep going, keep going. Oh, well, that was, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that, chat. There we go. No, god damn it, I'm just trying to click along. Go by Liverpool, okay. In Manchester. And go find the Oasis guys. Go to Birmingham, I've heard that's pretty horrible. You go all the way down to Gloucester, as they say in Massachusetts. Weston Supermare. Wellington. Exeter. You're deep in the heart of Wales now. I think. Isn't this Wales technically? No, it's England. Okay. Is it technically? Yeah, no, it's not Wales. It's just England. Okay. And you get all the way down to Land's End, and you're like, the Land's End sign. And there you go. Oh, what is this? A lighthouse. Well, that's a shitty looking lighthouse. Well, they call us the first and last house. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's the first house and the last house you'll see. All right. Well, there you go. I guess you were right, British man. It was that long. So, Cornwall's in England, not Wales. It's close enough. Isn't there a bar there? It looks like it. Lighthouse, are you a dullard? I said it would look boring. I deal with pugs. You look at them nice, they do your bidding. Well, apparently Nyx won't do it. I'm not finding that. I know that's a real town, and I know it's a real town, and I know that's a real town in Wales. You went to Fort Lauderdale and Mexico City in 2 days? What? You got I don't. How is from Fort Lauderdale all the way to Mexico fucking City in 2 days? How does that work? How does that work? Mexico City. They could not calculate driving directions. Yeah, here we go. Do driving directions again. 2 days by bus and train. 33 fucking hours. Jesus Christ. Oh, that would be horrible. Cleveland is in Pennsylvania. No, it's not. Close enough. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, you could not pay attention to speed limits there. Yeah, look how close it is. Yeah, it's so close. When you have 2 drives and hot swap, no brakes. Yeah, but even then, damn, that's rough. I've never seen the movie The Lighthouse. No, I have not. The island I'm on takes 12 hours to drive the length of. Well, yeah, you're in New Zealand, so. The north part of Wales, Sean. Yeah. Fort of the Grave says the All Ireland hurling finals are tomorrow. Up tip. So, what are we talking about there? All right. Well, I think we're done, guys, here. We're going to take a break real quick for a couple minutes. And we're going to get the models going. We're, like I said, see how far we can get finished up the motorcycles on this. But, God, that is a long fucking drive, man. It's also a very dangerous drive, depending on what year you did that. Because, oh, buddy. I mean, how many ambushes of the Sinaloa cartel or the Gulf cartel did you run through? Like, I mean, do they hang bodies off these bridges too? That's Can we get a Clyde appearance before he goes to sleep? I don't know. Let me see if he's awake. Actually, I don't know. I think I blocked him off. There's a box in the way, so. Did you see Ralph on a Salvador's fish tank? No. No, I think you guys are just making stuff up there. Sean should map up my run to Washington for funnies. You guys are. It's where's what? El Salvador's fish tank is real? Oh, I didn't see any of that. Okay, well, maybe we'll watch that if it's something we watch while we're doing the models. So, all right, chat. Well, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna land this plane. And yeah, that's Chille, guys. Keep your eyes peeled. We are not done with him yet by a long shot. So just get ready. Just get ready for brave Chille. I think this case is gonna fall apart. I mean, it's a heaping pile of dog shit. But I think it's fun for you guys to learn about Chille. And if you're new, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. So let's watch all the dog videos I took today. Am I going to cover Gavin Newsom suing Trump to get the Speed Rails train money back? We can. I didn't know that he'd done that yet, but we will. We will. And J-Rock's got the model channel there. Sean's model bench. Yes. And we'll see you guys there shortly, chat. So remember until next time, chat, just because you did it does not mean you're guilty. And in Chille's case, fuck you, Chille. You're a horrible human being. I hope you lose. And I can't wait for you to lose. Again. Because all you do is lose. Good night, chat. Take care.
Weapons, blacksmithing, and models of planes, esoteric works, and even some trains. Much merriment had while drinking White Claws, tips on hunting, and even talking the law. Whatever you do, just don't talk to cops, even when they nab you on illegal stops. Just 'cause you did it doesn't mean you're guilty, but please talk to a local attorney. Was that the fat guy?